What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. It's your boy Payne. Let me show you guys how a free-to-play player can finish some of hard mode, not all of it, but some of it. We have a Metus completion as well as an Esil completion with no blessings on hard mode on the free-to-play account. So I'm going to show you guys my team setup right now, and then the Metus kill was on my live stream. The Esil kill will be done with me personally, recording it as I'm playing, and I'll show you guys both kills in one video so you guys at least have a general sense of what I did. Just so you guys are aware, the team that I used to beat Metus was as follows: is my Cha over here, and then I used my Meilin with my Gun He. Those are the three units that I used to complete it. This is the setup here. You guys can see my Gun He has all greed, my Meilin has all curse, and my Cha has all curse. That's right, I use curse specifically to get my power up so I can at least get in there and, you know, be par to par with in terms of damage. So my total power was 811 going in. This was so I had to change some cores around just so everyone is on the same page. I was not using these cores. I was taking all of my SJW cores out and putting them on on my unit that needed it. In this case, it was Cha, Meilin, and Gun He, and that was how I got it done. I didn't focus on, you know, putting light on light or anything like that. I just said whatever made sense, that's who I focused on. So this is the setup I went with. These are the cores I used for Meilin. These are the cores I used for Gun He, but the only difference was Cha's had all of SJW's cores, putting me at 811, and I was able to get the job done. Skill wise, here's my skill level: 6, 7, 10, 7, 10, and 5, 7, 6, 7, 8, and 7, and then 10, 7, 7, 7, 9, and 5. Okay, so here the goal would be to ideally get these guys all the way up to 10, because that's where most of her damage comes from. But you guys can see I don't have that. I would have, if I did, the fight would have been way easier. All right, guys, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys that fight, and then I'm going to show you guys the fight with Esil with no blessings at all. All right, using SJW. All right, folks, see you guys soon. All right, guys, you guys can see my disappointment right there. That is me live. Very, very unhappy in this case because I actually ended up dying in this phase, and we ended up losing the whole fight. So I do it again, and this one here I think is the successful one. So I'm going to show you guys what I did here, okay? I'm going to go over back to this side and explain the fight. So first thing you want to do is you want to come in here with Gun He. Gun He is going to be the main focus on the beginning with your shadows. Your shadows need to do combustion, they need to do defense down, and you need to break as quick as you possibly can. And that is also timing with BARAN to come in and help you with any form of break that you need. Now with Gun He, the reason why I use him, number one, he's a super crazy tank. Number two, he's the fastest breaker outside. I don't have Harper on my free-to-play account, and my Wu's A2. Just not going to cut it. If I had Wu up, I think I would have used him over him just to help Meilin do more damage with wind, but we don't have that, right? And you guys can see I don't have a support in Hansimi as well. So first thing we do here, cause a break. All right, bring in BARAN, get that extra little bit of damage in. Why not? Because we're going to need it. Bring in Cha, do all of her branded skills with Waltz, and then Meilin comes in. Now, Meilin's part is simple. She has to do two things. Number one, insane damage. A5 Meilin does crazy damage here. But number two, survival. She needs to survive. So all your dashes need to be timed perfectly, and your hits, you need to avoid as many hits as you can, because 2 or 3 hits and it's game over for her, and that's a whole new start for you. So that slash right there, for those two hit me, this one avoided. Now remember, around 70%, he goes into his first phase, and that's happening right here. If you catch him in an animation that's long, you can actually prolong that stage and go any further. Now, when this happens, get Meilin out, let her save MP, bring Gun He, do his fighting spirit. You guys can see I did it already. I have a shield. No matter how many times these things hit me, they won't knock me back. I won't take any damage. It's a quick break. With him, go in, fighting spirit, get your buff up, get Cha in ASAP, bring in your shadow, and make sure that Iron does defense down, and then go in and hopefully you do a crit here with your ultimate. So that's full waltz, crit into second skill, into core attack, okay? And then Meilin's job here is simple. Again, kill as fast as you can. Now, the main thing to remember this part, he does summon a second skeleton, so the big boy, you're going to need to start avoiding damage from both fronts, and all fronts as a matter of fact. So one cool thing about Meilin, I will say, her first skill does actually go behind the opponent, as you're aware, and that's one thing that you want to take advantage of, especially when he goes with his long animations. You can actually get behind the boss, and Metus won't do any damage to you at all, and you'll be doing damage to him from behind, which is great. So there you guys can see I QTE'd out just to save myself, you know, the embarrassment of dying. Cha comes in, again, does all of her waltz, her skills, and then again, bring in Meilin. And QTE is very important here, okay? QTE is very, very important here, because if you don't QTE in these fights, you end up actually losing MP with Meilin, because when she QTE, she gains MP. So you guys can see here, the next phase starts around 40%. Do not accidentally use her ultimate. You will waste so much MP doing that. So going back with Gun He again, getting through that, bringing in the waltz, going in with shadows, with defense down. Hopefully, I think I missed defense down here because I was going to lose the buff. Yeah, I did. See, I would have been like 400, 500k with defense down. Bringing Mirai with defense down instead, and then just, again, going right back into the same process. Now, the good thing here is you don't have to worry about any other skellies for a little bit, but he does do a little bit more disappearing, so you'll have to be more timely about your attacks, right? So you can see how he's moving around a lot more. Look, I missed that because of that one skill, right? And here you want to, if you get hit by that, you're dead. So you guys see we have a minute left with 20% HP, so plenty of time to finish this. QTE right there, don't risk it. Gun He can take those hits. He's built that way, you know. So get him out, bring in Cha. Again, doing all the waltz, do as much damage as we can. And then Mirai coming in very shortly. I want to avoid this part here as much as you can as well. Don't even waste time. Go right into your ult. There is the attacks. You see how I went behind and the boss completely missed? Basic attacks are your best friends with Mirai, by the way. You do want to do as many basics as you can because it does refresh your main skills. Dodge here, back into the attack, core attack here. And we have ourselves another attack there. Gun He's ultimate. And then we should be able to finish this with Cha, right? So we know Cha is building her ult, obviously. 26 seconds with 3% health. Plenty of time. Just do it right before the big explosion. And then this right here will get the job done. So there you guys go. Full on completion on Metus on hard mode. I'm very excited at this point. Been doing this for quite some time. There are 229 tokens, 16 legendaries, and the job has been completed. All right, guys. Now, with that being said, let's move on to Esil. All right, ladies and gents, here we are on hard mode Esil. No blessings, free-to-play account. This is a very, very tough fight and very much a DPS race, so you have to be on your A game to get the job done. So here we go. We're going to jump in here and do the best we can to get it completed. So the rotation is you do Shadow Step first into a Vacuum Wave, and then you go into your Moon Shadow Daggers, and then right into your Magnifying Slashes. Okay, so she's going to dash 3 times right here. You don't have to Shadow Step that one. You can just avoid it if you need to. Here you have to Shadow Step though if you're going to miss that one. Okay, go in. Again, same rotation. She's going to disappear right about now. And if she doesn't, that's great. You can just do full hits here. There's a dodge. Oh, the Disappearing Act actually happens right now instead. So here, she's going to disappear. Come with a slash. Avoid that. That does heavy damage, by the way. And here we're going to do back to the line again. Okay, so it all goes back to that little line maneuver she does. There we go, MS here. Now sometimes I mess that up, like right there, like you just saw. Get ready for the jump soon. Oh, I mean the dash, sorry, not the jump. 1, 2, 3. Shadow Step here. Vacuum Wave Gun He. That should break them. And then here we should be able to do our ult. Okay, full bloom, ult, magnifying slashes. You see about 600, 700. That's pretty good damage. So essentially that's penetrating through her defenses and should put her at 65, 70%, okay, 60%, 68%. So not bad. I mean, overall still decent. So you're gonna go into the next phase now. All right, this part's important. You gotta kill these crystals quick. Any of these like phases where she ends up messing you up for all the damages that you can't do is crucial because it ends up wasting your time. There we go, got it through. Now most people like to wait this part here. I'm gonna wait as well. I'm gonna do Vacuum Wave just in case though for now, but here the reason why I'm waiting is you're gonna see in a second. She's gonna do her beam right there, then you want to Shadow Step, Moon Shadow Daggers here. And you see I didn't do a dash there with my MS, which is not good, but that's again, I can't be wasting too much time. Uh-oh, you careful here. It's gonna blow up a few times. Shadow Step. Yeah, that was my fault. I made that. I was too careless on that one. Go. Oh, I think I might have... Did I miss it? I might have missed it, guys. That right there is her phase that she goes up in the air and does her ultimate. So let's see if I actually got it off. Oh, I did get it off. I got lucky. Very lucky there. Okay, so this part here is very easy to avoid. Do not let this hit you. It's unfortunately the time waster though. So if you can just outmaneuver these quickly. And the thing you want to shadow step is the last part where she comes down. You'll see like a line, a little. There it is, the line into this. Again, same rotation. Don't wait for shadow vacuum wave to finish. Onto this. There we go. We have the time to finish it, so let's hope we do. Again, don't mess up your rotation. Be careful with it. Shadow step here. Get enough time, guys, so don't rush this. 1, 2, 3. Into this. Moon shadow daggers. And 2 and alt. There you guys go. Completed. No blessings. Free to play account. Below power. I'm going to show you guys my setup right now and how I did it. And hopefully this will help some of you guys out. You guys can see here, I got some of the drops, right? So, kind of shitty. Could be good in the future. And kind of useless. So, couple useless drops, but nonetheless, we got to complete it. So, again, no blessings. I'll show you guys no blessings, and I'll show you the team I set up and how I used it and what I did. And obviously, you guys can watch the entire fight and the rotation. So there you guys, floor 80 is done. As you guys can see here, again, applied 0 blessings. I'm now going to be on Kaiselian, Baran of White Flames. Now this I won't be able to do with my hunters. I'm guaranteed not to get this done because it's nowhere near ready for it. But I did want to show you guys my setup and how I got this completed. So the setup was as follows for a Sun Jinu, okay? I've got myself all strength. The following blessing stones are in place. We have legendary boss killer, 1 extra dash or swiftness. We have bloodlust, and we have reawakening, and then survival. I've got Kasaka with the daily completion. Okay, so pretty straightforward. You guys can see my attack there is 34k. They're almost 35k. 50% crit, 199% crit hit damage, 20% damage increase on SJW with 82.59% precision. The setup I went with was 4-piece curse, 4-piece expert, and the cores are as follows. We have attack percentage with crit damage with the 5% extra attack. We have additional defense with crit hit rate, and we have the HP with damage increase. So not even full cores yet, and we're still able to get it done. Now in terms of my hunters, I used the top 3 that I had. So that was Cha, Mirai, and Gun-Hee, which put me, I think, a little bit below the power requirement that we needed to get this done. So this is what it was, 831. I think the power requirement is 850. Gun-Hee is suited up with all 8-piece greed. Mirai is suited up with all curse. Again, I'm using curse for everybody there because I'm just trying to increase the power level of all my units, just so I can have the breaking capacity to do so. Now, in regards to skills, these are the 2 skills that are being used almost at all time at this point in this fight. Is WOBL is going to need Armor Break, Vacuum Wave to do all your breaking because it's Almighty Break, and then the next one is going to be Magnifying Slashes. Now, if you do have Dispersion, which is the newer skill here, you could also use this and do a shitload of damage once the break bar is gone. But of course, it's only going to really thrive mostly with the heroic and legendary version. So until then, you should be using Vacuum Wave to get the job done. So there you guys go. No blessings, WOBL. Now, a lot of people have been asking me a question. Hey, Payne, if I can beat these 2 floors, should I focus here or should I go and start focusing on normal mode and completing all of normal? Quite honestly, if you can do that, I would go and focus on all normal and complete that because it gives you way more points. And that's the smartest decision you can possibly make, because at the end of the day, what you're looking for is as much damage as you possibly can put out with your units, right? So don't neglect it. You guys should be pushing in. You guys should be pushing as much as you can with normal mode and getting your remnant up, especially because these stats here, like the 500 extra attack for SJW, the extra bonus attack and stuff for your units, only applies in WOBL, and the more of this you can complete, the better you're going to do there. So I hope that kind of helps out. I'll be putting out the Metus video as well too, just so you guys can see how that works. I'll probably maybe put them together. And hard mode is, guys, just that. It's super, super difficult. So get ready to get punished. Get ready to put all your efforts into it, especially as free to play. And don't expect to get it done. Like I said, it's going to be like a 0.1%, if even that will complete hard mode as free to play. And even then, I'm sus about it, but I know it's possible because, I feel like if I had some of their early access accounts, I'd be able to do it myself. All right, guys, this is Payne. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.